Hello, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome once again to News Update, brought to you by Studio 77, your go-to source for the latest and the most important stories. I remain Ade Adeleke Favor Ewajesu, Beauty on Duty. Now, before we go into today's headlines, let's do a brief recap of yesterday's headlines. Custom intercepts 18 million naira illicit drugs in Cross River State. Ezenwafo emerges as PDP candidate amid controversy. Federal government and Chinese firm signs 328.8 million electricity transmission deal. Aston Villa eyes Ademola Lookman with Champions League incentive. EU's retaliatory tariff escalates trade tension with US. Now let's get right into what's making today's headlines. On the national news, ex-Kwara governor Ahmed accused of diverting 1 billion naira UBEC funds. A witness in the ongoing trial of former Kwara State Governor Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed told the Kwara State High Court in Ilorin on Thursday that 1 billion naira from the Universal Basic Education Commission matching grant was diverted to pay workers' salaries and pensions in 2015 and was never repaid. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is prosecuting the former governor on 14-count charges to the alleged misappropriation and theft of 5.78 billion naira in UBEC funds. Court dismisses Nnamdi Kanu's 50 billion naira suit over repatriation from Kenya. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Thursday struck out a 50 billion naira fundamental human rights suit filed by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to challenge his arrest and repatriation from Kenya in 2021. The case filed against the federal government was struck out due to the repeat absence of the applicant's Kanu's counsel. Now moving on to the world of politics. Alleged assassination plot. Akpabio petitions IGP. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has formally petitioned the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun over what he described as a criminally defamatory and inciting allegation made by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, who accused him of plotting her assassination. In the petition dated April 3rd and copied to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi-San, Akpabio described the claims as heinous lies intended to damage his reputation, incite public unrest, and endanger his life. The controversy stems from a public speech by Akpoti-Uduaghan on April 1st in Kogi State, where she alleged that Akpabio had directed former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello to assassinate her within Kogi State in order to make it appear that her constituents were behind the attack. Labour Party criticizes Peter Obi and Governor Oti over illegal neck move. The Labour Party has expressed disapproval of actions taken by Peter Obi and Governor Alex Oti, labeling their recent National Executive Council meeting as unauthorized and a breach of party protocols. Anambra Labour Party in disarray amidst parallel governorship primaries. A faction of the Anambra State chapter of Labour Party held a governorship primary to elect the governorship candidate of the party for the November 8, 2025 governorship election. During the LP primary held in Awka on Thursday, a member of the Anambra State House of Assembly who represents Onitsha South 2 State constituency, Jude Umanejigo, emerged as the candidate of the party. Umejigo, in his acceptance speech, said he is the validly elected governorship candidate of the party, insisting that any other is not recognized by the Labour Party leadership. The Labour Party Thursday primary has created confusion in the party as it is coming 5 days after another aspirant, Dr. George Moghalu, has already been elected as a candidate. Ondo PDP spokesman resigns. citing personal reasons and internal party dynamics as a contributing factor. The public secretary of the People's Democratic Party in Ondo State, Kennedy Perete, has resigned his party's membership. Perete made this known in a letter addressed to the chairman of PDP in Arugbo Ward 1 in SL, the local government area of the state, on Wednesday. The resignation letter was titled, "I quit as PDP in Ondo State leaves the intensive care unit for the morgue." APC shot secretariat over killing of kidnapped official. The All Progressive Congress has shut down its national secretariat in Abuja, popularly known as Buhari House, following the murder of its Director of Administration, Abdulrauf Adeniji. The APC made this known in a memo titled "Secretariat Closure for the Mourning of the Director of Administration" on Thursday. It was learned that the deceased, who was kidnapped months ago, was killed last month. The memo reads, "The National Secretary has approved the closure of the National Secretariat from all the party work activities with immediate effect till Monday 14th April 2025. The decision was made after he had received the news of the sad demise of the Director of Administration, the late Honorable Abdulrauf Adekunle Adeniji. Now moving on to the world of business. Nigerians to benefit from lower global crude prices. Petroan. The Petroleum Product Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Petroan, has stated that Nigerians will begin to enjoy the benefits of the recent drop in global crude oil prices, following the announcement by Dangote Refinery of a reduction in the price of premium motor spirits, PMS. Petroan spokesperson Joseph Obele made this known in a statement on Thursday. Now moving on to the world of health. Africa must invest in resilient health systems, Africa CDC. The African Center for Disease Control and Prevention has lamented that the continent is facing public health crisis, saying the development is affecting healthcare systems in several countries. The CDC listed outbreaks of monkeypox, cholera, and climate-related emergencies as part of the public health crisis facing the continent. The Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention has emphasized the need for African nations to invest in robust health systems to effectively respond to future pandemics and health emergencies. Now moving on to the dynamic world of sports. Osimhen can be a Chelsea legend. Mikel. The former Nigerian international John Obi Mikel has expressed confidence that striker Victor Osimhen has the potential to become a legendary figure at Chelsea FC should he join the Premier League club. Now moving on to the international news. EU announces 282.5 million in humanitarian aid for Chad and Sudan crisis. The European Union has pledged 282.5 million euros to support humanitarian efforts addressing the ongoing crises in Chad and Sudan, focusing on providing essential services and aid to affected populations. Michelle Obama refutes divorce rumors. Former First Lady of the United States of America, Michelle Obama, has publicly dismissed recent rumors about a marriage, affirming the strength of her relationship with former President Barack Obama. That's all for now. Remember, the news never stops and neither do we. Until next week, stay safe and stay informed. I remain Beauty, always on duty to bring you the top and most important stories. Until then, bye.